I want to turn now, Congressman Lance and Congressman Jeffries, to what happened today. It is horrifying. I think everyone feels shaken. Having worked in Capitol Hill as a reporter there, I know how much everyone's sort of in each other's space all the time. How are you feeling, Congressman Lance, about what happened today? And what has the atmosphere been like in that building today?
It's been very somber, very sad. Of course, we were all horrified in a bipartisan capacity on the events this morning. I know Steve Scalise. I know him relatively well. And I thought that the remarks at the lunch hour by Speaker Ryan and Democratic Leader Pelosi were eloquent. I thought the Speaker was particularly eloquent. And I think we're coming together in this matter. And I hope, of course, that this never occurs again. And I think it demonstrates, Chris, that we have to try to work together, listen to other people on the other side of the aisle, and work in what is the greater good for the American nation.
Congressman Jeffries, if I'm not mistaken, you're playing in this softball game tomorrow night, and it's a great baseball game. It's a great tradition, you know, it has always struck me. It's a great thing about America. That even post 9/11, and as security's ramped up in lots of places, members of Congress are still accessible and approachable, and you can talk to them, and sometimes you can see them in Washington getting a cup of coffee, or they might be in your district. How important is it to maintain that?
Extremely important. This is a representative democracy, of course, Chris, and as a result of that, the people need to be able to talk to their representatives, share their thoughts, their feelings, their concerns, and petition their government, which is their First Amendment right. It's essential to the functioning and the integrity of our democracy. And so I think, despite the shocking developments, the sadness, the surrealness of the day, that Democrats and Republicans remain committed to that responsibility that we have to serve the people that we represent and to be accessible. I do think that there will probably be a reevaluation as to some of the security procedures, particularly whenever large groups of members of Congress get together, such as at the Republican baseball practice. Hopefully also, Chris, this will be a moment of clarity for the left and for the right, for Democrats, Republicans, for the White House, for Congress, for people inside the Beltway and outside the Beltway, that we all should rethink about the need to dial down the rhetoric. We can disagree without being disagreeable.
Congressman, you're nodding your head, and I saw members coming out of the closed-door briefing today, Republican and Democrat, talking about their feelings of threat, the rise in death threats, the sort of atmosphere of the country at this time. Do you feel like you're under threat?
I've held 4 town hall meetings in the last 2.5 months, and we had a good deal of security at the town hall meetings. I don't feel threatened, but yeah. I'm certainly pleased that there is security. I agree with Hakeem that I think that when there are 10 or 15 members of Congress in the future, there probably should be better security. The baseball game is a tremendous tradition here. I, of course, hope that we Republicans win, and Chris, that's why I am not a player, because I was a right fielder in grade school where I could do the least amount of damage, and I'm sure Hakeem is an excellent player, and I'm sure he will do very well for the Democrats. I will be rooting tomorrow for the Republicans.
Congressman Lance, somebody tells me you had that line all ready to go. Congressman Jeffries, what is your position?
Well, I play left field. I hope to do well. No one will mistake me for Ken Griffey Jr. But we are going to compete, both Democrats and Republicans. May the best team win, and then we'll all come together as Americans afterward.
Well, I want to thank both of you for appearing jointly tonight. I felt like it was important, actually, given what happened today. And I do hope, obviously, the best for everyone, and that we can maintain this kind of openness. And as you said, Congressman Lance, that people do talk to each other across different viewpoints. But I really appreciate you both coming out tonight, Congressman Hakeem Jeffries and Congressman Leonard Lance. Thank you both.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.